Welcome, everybody, to the Advanced Selling Podcast, the longest running sales training podcast in the history of podcasts, celebrating our own 20th anniversary. Just the two of us. I'm Bryan.
Just the two of us celebrating. We got millions of listeners, but turns out two people came to the party, Bryan and Bill.
That's Bill's velvety voice you hear every week. You've heard every week since 2006. And so we're getting our own cake, and we're going to have a party. And we'd love for you to be there. The way you're there is you send us a little voice memo, listener@advancedsellingpodcast.com. That is a 3 taps on your phone. Maybe 4. Open up voice memos, hit record, hit stop when you're done. There's a little send it email. Hit that send button, type in Advanced Selling or listener@advancedsellingpodcast.com and put ASP anniversary, and we'll put you on the air in some way, shape, or form, we think, while we're eating our cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had as a guy, as a dude, I'm not and I think you're this way, not a tremendous detail person. I mean, I like details around the studio. I like to make sure the camera's right. There's some details that I pay attention to, but there's others I really don't. And so we had our floors resurfaced, and we took carpet out of one area and put hardwood floors in, and it was a month-long fiasco. But in the process, we moved all the furniture out, obviously, and then we just moved it back in. And when we moved it out, my wife took all the pillows from the couch and the love seat and took them upstairs so that dust wouldn't get on from the sanding and grinding. So today we got everything back, and I said, "Where are the pillows?" Last night she goes, "They're in the bedroom." Oh, okay. So she had them stored away in a closet, and so I said, "Let's put them on." She goes, "Okay, why don't you bring them down?" So I brought them all down, threw them all down the stairs. That was kind of fun.
That's awesome.
High school. And so now they're all on the floor, and I'm challenged with where each pillow goes. And each pillow is a shade of beige, white, off-white. And literally any one of them could go anywhere, but they're slightly different sizes. And I know there's a place, and she's sitting in the kitchen while I'm kind of sizing things up. She's looking at me kind of with a snicker, like, "You don't know where those go, do you?" She goes, "You've lived here for," I'm like, "Well, this couch," I started getting, "This couch is new. We've only had this couch for a year." And she goes, you do not know where those pillows go."
No.
I mean, there's 2 that match the chair. I got those, man. Check. But, and finally it was one of those, just forget it. I'll do it.
And thank God. I don't need another Sudoku puzzle with pillows. With the exact same thing, but a little asterisk on our bed. So our bed, we have these pillows, and you put them on. I can kind of figure out based on size.
The order, yeah.
So I mostly have that done, but here's the best part. So, house gets done, bed gets made. We don't make our bed, put all pillows on every day. So I'm taking the pillows off, and I'm just tossing them off to the side. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, taking the pillows off, and so we can get in bed." "Well, they need to be stacked." I'm like, wait, what? So the pillows not only have an organization on the bed, but when we're sleeping, there's an organization off the bed where they go in this separate place in an order up. I didn't know that mattered in my own bedroom. The one place where nobody else goes except me.
Exactly.
But it matters to Steph.
And the order was like, "You fool, don't you know they're stacked?"
It was kind of like, "Well, what are you doing?" I'm like, "We're taking the pillows off so we can go to bed." So,
I know. It's kind of like I've got a thing with the hose. We've got one of those flexible hoses, and we've got a bucket that the hose goes in. And people around me when they're done with the hose, they put the hose in first, and then they reel everything in. So the hose end is at the bottom of the bucket.
Right.
I don't like that. I want the hose to be gently over the edge, I can pull it and just. So anyway, I guess certain things I am a detail.
Must be genetic. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Before we started, I said I was going to share a topic that I'd like for you to give voice to and riff on a little bit, and you haven't heard this. So here is the statement. You're not losing deals because your price is too high. You're losing deals because your positioning is too weak. Now, that's a statement that I believe. You may not believe that, although I suspect you do, because I want to get out of the price only. Well, we need a little 10%. We got a discount, and they don't have it in the budget and all that bull. Yeah. So when I say that, where does your mind go?
2 different places. The first place is I am seeing, this is my observation, less and less price stuff, just in general. There are still some for sure, but it's less than it used to be. Where there used to be like it's only price, like real strong.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
seems, and I
I
don't know
agree.
if it's generational or market driven or what. There's less of that. Um, and then on the second part of the statement, can you read that second part, the value part?
Yeah, you don't lose deals but you lose them because your positioning is weak.
Yes, that part I wholeheartedly agree with. And one of the reasons I believe that is a true statement is because I don't think people spend any time working on that
No,
part of
no.
like none. They learn how to ask questions and propose. That's really it. It's like a checklist. And the proposal isn't the value statement stuff. The proposal is the mechanical proposal.
Yeah,
Here's the
right,
thing is, here's how
right.
much it costs, all that other jazz. I think people really struggle. And this is an exercise, and I'm giving the advice part. You don't just like do this once. You never stop doing
No,
this. You
no.
never stop working. We have done, I'm really proud of our team here, BZ. We have worked our tails off for 5 years almost on this subject. And we have gone places, you talk about not linear, where we started to where we are now is nowhere in the same boat, not even close.
Mhm.
And I'm really happy about that because it tells me our team is continuing to find our way where that statement and that translation of messaging and value come together. And it's been fun. It's a fun exercise.
That's great. Yeah, it's great, and you're so right. You don't do it once. You don't do it before a presentation, and then the next presentation, you don't do it. I mean, it's ongoing, and it's got to be documented. It's got to be part of the ethos of the company.
Yeah.
This is how we do things. These are the problems we solve. This is how we want our customers to see us.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the best positioning questions is, well, how do you want your customer to see you when you get through with this thing, or how do you want them to see you? Nice, jovial.
Right.
Okay, maybe.
Right.
But what about no option? I can't do without it.
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be nice if we could position ourselves that way?
So good. I was just thinking, I woke up early this morning, like early, like 4, my head's spinning. We did this like deep dive in the first half of the year where we looked at our closed lost deals we lost. We lost 22 deals between Jan and June. We were like kind of going through each of them. There were some we did a really good job of losing early where we should have lost it. There are 4 deals out of 22 we should have won.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this vision this morning. I'm like, you know what I should do? I should get all 4 of those CEOs together because we talked to the presidents of each of those companies. They're like, look, you 2 out of 22 deals we lost, you 4 are the only ones I'm talking to. And we missed because we should have gotten you, and what came to mind was, this is back to them. I feel like in their sales life, they are gaining weight slowly, about 1.5 pounds per year, almost unnoticeably. And when they get another 1.5 years without using our tools and stuff, they are going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, dang. I mean, that just hit me this morning. But that's what that is. That's like seeing I can't not do that. It's kind of like if you have you've been open about your health stuff, or, doctor comes to you and says, dude, if you don't change something, there's the outcome. Like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
That's I can't live without you now. Versus like, yeah, be nice if you, worked out every once in a while. But you're
Yeah.
fine.
So let's talk about the ingredients of I can't do without you. Because we talked about this here a few weeks ago. We talked about being the obvious choice.
Yeah.
How do you become the obvious choice? And this is a similar approach, but I don't think you can ever get enough of this. So if it's repetitive for you, tough, maybe it should be.
Or good.
But I think that the first thing you have to start with is, what are some beliefs that your customer needs to change or adopt in order for them to get the most value out of you? So you bring value, we all bring value, but if their beliefs are old beliefs that don't let your value in, then it's not going to be a deal. You're going to be mispositioned. They're going to see you as just an average, just nothing special there. But if you can get clear about what are the 3 to 5 beliefs that you need to that the customer needs to shift in order for you to do your best work, that's a good way to start that positioning conversation, at least internally.
Yes. And it makes the only way you can do that is you need to document them. That's a
Yeah.
great exercise on its own. Say, do we really believe what we're saying here? That's a good. I have an element of that in the ingredients category that I think a lot of people miss. And sometimes this ingredient is the easiest one to find. And that is what value you don't bring. Is to say to someone, look, because we're in the mode now, we are not in the training business anymore. We were for a long, long time. And we're just not. We're now in the certification of tools, and it's mechanical. There's no role playing. We don't teach people what to say anymore. And really good coaches and trainers do. We don't. And if you have really good trainers, we just talked to a really big potential client, and they got a corporate deal with Sandler. I'm like, great, keep it. Our stuff will make Sandler work better, I promise. So that's really helped us saying we're not that, or we're not. We don't do custom deals anymore. You customize it. We don't do custom. I did it for 20 years. I customized everything, and I loved it. But we don't do that. So saying what you don't bring value to sometimes is helpful for both of you, and it can be really strong. So
yeah, that's good. That's excellent. That's good. So another thing you might think about as you seek to just consider your position is, are you positioned as a problem solver, somebody who helps people solve a problem, or a destination person, a transformative, so you want them to get to a new place. You want them to, and it could be both. You could not only be solving problems, but also the destination could become very clear. If you can position yourself as a vehicle to move from problem to destination, you will position yourself in a way that probably nobody else in your market will, because everybody else is worried about features and benefits, and here's how it works, and here's the modules and all that crap. What you're working on is, here's where you're at right now, here's where you want to go. I got a roadmap. The roadmap positioning is a really good place to be.
Yes. And usually there's been some openness to some issue that's there, or you wouldn't be talking in the first place.
That's right.
And it's about extrapolating that out, if that's the right way to say that, and saying, if you don't change anything, here's what this thing's going to look like in 18 months. And I'm loving it. We've been riding a high on the market for a long, 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 long time. Everyone's waiting for it to come crashing down. Cycles will tell you at some point it will. And we just had a deal where they said no, and I'm like, and they just like, we're good. You know, they've had like plenty of capacity. They've got a capacity issue. So they haven't been selling. They've got atrophy for 2.5 years because they can't get product because they're manufacturing. And I'm like, that's not going to be here forever. And now's the time to muscle up, because you don't need to. You try to start muscling up when you need to.
No way.
Great, man.
No way. That's a great lesson, right? I mean, we could do a whole episode on that one. It's just, when is a good time to start working on yourself? And it's easy to say, well, all the time. And that's probably true. But the bad times are hard to work on yourself because you're desperate then.
Very.
And you're defensive. And, well, yeah, Brian, we could do that in good times, but we can't do it now. We need this business. I mean, we can't go in detached now. And it's like, so good times are a good time.
Yes.
To work on you.
They are. It's like the Cold War of sales, if I may take it to history. You know what I mean? Cold War was essentially there so that nobody shot anybody, but we were both ready, weren't we? Right?
Yeah.
We were both ready to launch. And that's what getting ready now is. And there's never a good time. That drives me nuts. Some people, and there's some reasonable things that would say, well, it's a bad time, but man, a lot of times it's not.
Yeah, and there's nothing. I don't know. You've had a lot of clients, both training and operational, and I have too over the years. There has never been a client that has come to me that can't use some help somewhere.
Right.
And sometimes that some help somewhere can yield massive gains.
Yes.
It can be the difference between a $200,000 a year and a $500,000 a year just by making a slight tweak. I mean, how many times have you seen that? And yet sometimes people are like, no, I'm good. I did training 7 years ago. I did a little Sandler training, or I did a little one-day thing. I'm good. And I always think there's 1,000 things that you do. And if I can just help you with one or two of those things, and it's your call, I don't care.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't take much.
No, stop thinking about overhauls.
Yes.
Stop thinking about, well, they're gonna overhaul my entire. No,
Dang it.
sometimes it's just, what are you paying attention to?
We need to keep this one going. This is
Yeah.
a good topic. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
do
it
a
is.
part 2 if we can remember it.
We will not, but yeah.
We'll try. We'll do our best. So
All right, man. Good job. If you have not joined the Insider program yet, I don't know where we are in terms of release dates. So if you have not joined for August 7th is our, excuse me, is our date. We're going to be talking about media. What kind of media can you put out there to make the phone ring, to generate opportunities and discussions and prospects? So we're going to go in detail deep into that. And when you join, you will get the prior 6 months worth of content. And we've had great content like how do you sell a premium product in a commodity market. We've done a lot of work on that too. So make sure you join advancedsellingpodcast.com/insider. That's all.
done.
All right.